Thanks for riding River Valley Metro. I'm Gene Honda. We're here in Manteno, where it won't be long before this street is filled with revelers for Oktoberfest. Welcome to the September edition of Metro TV.
Welcome to Metro TV and the riders watching us for the first time, as Metro TV is available on more buses on the River Valley Metro. Enjoy your ride around town and keep watching us for news, information, and entertainment.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Metro TV. I am Rob West. With me today, City of Kankakee Mayor Nina Epstein. Nina, welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. I'm looking forward to the interview.
Well, let's talk a little bit, Mayor, about you. Tell us about Mayor Nina Epstein. Tell us about where you come from and how you got to where you are today.
Well, I come from the city of Kankakee. I was born and raised here. My father had a business on West Court Street for 50 years before he retired. I went to Kankakee schools, graduated from Kankakee High School in 1966. We were the last graduating class before they split into East Ridge and Westview. Went down to the University of Illinois, got a degree in English, and found my husband there. And when he finished dental school, we decided to come back to the city of Kankakee to raise our family and for him to practice dentistry. We have one daughter who went through Kankakee School. She taught here at Kankakee School District 111 and now is living in Ohio, and we have our first grandchild. So that's a little bit of the background of how I got here.
All right, now, Mayor of Kankakee, recently elected, but you've been in politics for a while. Tell us about your history in politics and what made you decide politics was something you might want to do.
It was an interesting decision. I received a call, it's been now 10 years ago, from Joanne Schwade, who still is an alderman in the 2nd Ward, asking if I would be interested to run for alderman of the 6th Ward when Tom Cunnington decided to retire from that position. And I mulled it over and thought that that would be something that I would enjoy doing. So I did run for office, and I was fortunate enough to win and ran for re-election. So I was an alderman for 8 years for the 6th Ward before the opportunity presented itself to run for mayor.
All right, so 8 years as an alderman for the city of Kankakee. What made you decide, pretty big step, to step up and run for mayor?
It was a very big decision. Mayor Green was retiring after 16 years. I was approached by quite a few people if I would be interested. And to be honest with you, it was really something that had not entered my mindset. It was a big decision. It was a real step out of my comfort zone, but ultimately it was the right decision for me. I've never regretted it. It was a challenging campaign to run. It was something that a lot of people worked very hard and supported me, and here I am.
Being mayor has its challenges, but there are other things as well that go on, and maybe things that people don't hear about a whole lot. Tell us about things going on in the city of Kankakee right now.
Well, the city of Kankakee has come a long way in the last decade. And we've worked very hard for the redevelopment of our downtown area. We're standing in a building that has undergone a major transformation. So we're proud of the growth that we've had. We're proud of the initiatives that we have implemented, but we still have lots that we'd like to do.
Now, you touched on a couple of things that I'd like to talk about with you now. One of them was this building that we are standing in. Used to be the old public library here in the city of Kankakee. Now it's City Hall. Quite a transformation took place over the time period that it took to get this building to what it is today. And it was done with a green thought in mind. No pun intended to your predecessor, Mayor Don Green. But it's a green building.
It is. We took the initiative to make this the first LEED certified building in the county. The insulation in the walls are really shredded blue jean material. All of the countertops and all of the restrooms and the offices is recycled glass. The HVAC system is done on a computerized basis. We have a cistern that collects water for all of our plantings that are all natural plantings to this area. We did concrete stamping on the driveway and in the parking lot in order to make it look much more historic and appropriate. We did the exact same transformation to the public safety building for the police and fire department. So we'd like to think that we're setting the bar for the type of development that we'd like here in the city of Kankakee.
And by doing so, by saving those buildings, one of the things that the city of Kankakee just has is just gorgeous, beautiful buildings, historic buildings, and by putting what you did into this and the old city hall, which is now the police and fire, saved those couple of buildings, like you said, for the generations to come.
Well, and it's important because I think we all have to leave our communities better than what we found them. And I have talks with the county. It's something we would like to see them continue as they look at plans to renovate the courthouse. Because again, another historic building that sits in the center of the city of Kankakee and deserves the same type of treatment that we did here.
And one other thing I really wanted to touch on, because I know it has been a good relationship between River Valley Metro and the city of Kankakee. Tell me about that relationship.
Well, I think people have to understand that mass transit in a community is very, very important. We have people who do not have the luxury of having means of transporting themselves, cars, and we have community colleges that need students to get to them. We have industry that need people to get to work. When you are able to provide your residents with a means of getting back and forth, you're giving them an opportunity to enhance their lives. We have expanded the transportation. When the city of Kankakee actually started the bus system, there were a lot of naysayers that said, why do we need public transportation? What a waste. And I think we've been proven that we were right, that there was a great need out there, and that we started the mass transit program that is now expanded into all of our neighboring communities as well as beyond those boundaries. And we have provided a way for people to better their lives either through education, being able to get to work, and just being able to get to the retail centers of the county and shop. And so it's been a win-win. We're hoping to have a new transfer station in the downtown Kankakee area. I know Bradley is already have plans for their transfer station, but I think we need to keep our eye on the ball and to keep encouraging people to ride the buses because it's an inexpensive way to transport yourself and to better your life.
We've covered a lot of ground in the last few minutes. Anything else that you'd like to cover before we get done?
The downtown Kankakee has had an amazing transformation. Our depot area is now the site of many, many activities. The farmers market has people come downtown Kankakee from all of our neighboring counties come down on Saturdays to shop and to visit and to buy their produce. We have seen an expansion of several of our industries. Riverside Hospital comes to mind. They are doubling the size of the hospital. That's in large part not only to the efforts of the hospital, but to their confidence in the city of Kankakee and what we can bring to the table. Sun Chemical has had an expansion, Valspar. Our industry is alive and well. I do retention visits to all of them to see what can we do to further enhance their experience here in the city. I think we should be proud of what we have. We need to retain what we have as well as try to go out and look for other industries to locate, not just in the city of Kankakee. All of the mayors were all new, and we've all come to the agreement that what's good for one community is good for all of ours. And so if a company locates in Bradley, their people live in Kankakee, and vice versa. So we're all committed to a regional approach to bettering our communities.
All right, thank you very much, Kankakee Mayor Nina Epstein. For River Valley Metro and Metro TV, I'm Rob West.